So,
the background real quick. Let me
yeah, nah,
hold on real
go
quick
ahead.
before you start. Let me just get this clothes in
Yeah,
this bag real quick, so
all
I
right.
ain't making all this noise.
Nah, you're good, bro. Take your time,
I was just watching this undercourt for that Josette.
for
What
that.
is it? Josette Lopez
Yeah, it
and
was,
Navarrete.
yeah, what was his name? Navarrete? Navarrete.
Navarrete.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
they
was
were
just
just
watching.
twins.
There was a nice little fight going just now.
Yeah,
Ruiz and some other dude. Dude was getting the better of Ruiz though, but still
yeah.
some interesting. You know what I'm saying? Some nice
Some
little
some
bumps.
good stuff. Yeah, yeah. Nice little what you would call it, a nice little scrap, basically.
Yeah, nice little scrap before the main joint.
Yep, 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 yep. Yeah,
Let me
man.
hold on, bro. Let me just get these clothes in the dryer and then we could rock out.
All right, no problem. Take your time.
You see we might be getting Devin versus JoJo.
Well, we're going to talk about all of that, and we're going to also talk about just this whole heavyweight thing because it's like crazy. It's like, I guess you can say now because of that Fury Wilder fight, the heavyweight division is now a a, a a going division again. You have some potential fights that can be made now that that fight happened, basically.
Yeah, no, I feel that definitely. And this yeah, like you said, we gonna get into it. It's just crazy to me to see how many people talking about Wilder like anybody other than Tyson Fury can be Wilder. Like that shit is crazy to me. Like if y'all think Wilder is some slouch just because he lost to Tyson Fury, who was arguably the greatest, heavyweight in the world right now, go right ahead and step in there with him, thinking that you're gonna have the same success.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, I
Oh yeah,
mean,
I'm ready whenever you are too, brother.
all right, all right, all right. Go ahead, go ahead. There was someone in the comments observing stuff. Hey, what's up? What up? Nah, but what do you overall think about the fight? Let's start with that point. I mean I know we're a couple of days
Removed
past the
from it.
fight, but what do you think of the Wilder fight with the Wilder and the
And
what do
Fury.
you yeah, what
I
do you
mean,
think of that
honestly,
fight?
I thought it just went. Honestly, it went just how I thought it would. I was one of the
Oh
ones
really?
that was saying that I'll bring it back. Okay, my fault, bro. I was one of the
No,
ones that
go
was
ahead.
saying like my heart is saying Fury. My
Right,
mind is saying Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Because
right,
I know it's a chance Wilder could come in here and do what he did, which was, just be willing to leave it all out there. You know what I'm
right,
saying? But
right.
my the reason I said my heart was saying Fury is because I mean I'm not dumb and I'm not gonna sit here and let my admiration for wanting to see another black man win, blind me to the fact that Tyson Fury is the way better boxer. He's been doing this way longer. He's
Yeah,
he's telling you his game plan, which is I'm coming in there
right,
40 pounds heavier than you. So it's like
right.
I can't I'm not finna sit here and let the fan in me and my, what I'm saying, my, somewhat I'm not gonna let my biasness
Yeah,
be too biased to where I just, just disregard my common sense. You know what I'm saying? And disrespect
yeah,
my
yeah,
knowledge
yeah,
to
yeah,
the game, to the
yeah,
sport.
yeah,
I knew
yeah,
he had a hill to climb. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you could just
yeah.
look out of all the rounds they fought. Shit, you can't can we even say that Wilder won 6 rounds out of all fucking 3 fights? Like
Oh,
realistically,
true.
he
Yeah,
you know what I'm
it's
saying? So
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy because that first round, unfortunately, he just threw the kitchen sink. Um, I felt that in the first round he should have slowed down,
it's
although the jab to the
man,
body, the jab
it's
jab to the body was doing what it needed to do, but it was like I hate to say it, but it was like he almost punched himself out.
in the first round, and it's crazy because my dad literally said the same thing today. He was like, I was watching that fight, and he was like, I'm just telling your mom, like, it ain't no way in hell he gonna be able to keep this pace up for all
Exactly.
12 rounds. Like, he already looking tired. And it's like,
Exactly.
that's crazy because I've seen the same thing. Like, it looks like it's taking so much energy out of him to bend down and throw that stomach jab. Like, it looked like
Right.
it's taking everything out of him.
Right. You know what was crazy about it too? Um, Again, he tried to throw the kitchen sink with that right hand, double jab, and try to put everything on that right hand. That's what he
Yeah.
did. It was
And
crazy because he tried it over and over again.
over and over and over and over. Like, he threw that damn punch like he was playing a video game. Like, I'm
Exactly.
just keep throwing he kept throwing that one too, like you do the back X in Mortal Kombat on Sega. You know what I'm saying? For the scorpion.
Exactly.
Get over here. Like, he kept just doing that. Like, I know this is real effective. I'm gonna just keep throwing it because eventually I'm gonna land it. Like, if
Right.
I get it, and he did, he landed it, but you got to
But
understand that's Tyson Fury. He's
and that's
been boxing.
270, but not only that, but that's 277 pounds you have to bring down.
Yeah, like you hitting a massive object. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, you're not.
Exactly.
It's different if you was hitting a 6'4", like shit. You could have hit Anthony Joshua like that and had
Yeah.
better
He
success.
he
But
probably yeah, he probably would have went down or probably would have got hurt or something
for
like that.
sure, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Like we got to understand, and I'm gonna keep it real. If Tyson Fury comes in and he's 238, he's getting knocked out. Like,
Yeah,
the only
exactly.
only reason Tyson beats Wilder on any night is because he knows the game plan. I'm coming in there 40 pounds heavier than you. You're gonna be the
Well,
smaller man.
yeah. In the comment section, they said Wilder broke his fist, and they said Wilder got better, but didn't really improve much from his last fight. Wilder got bigger when he really didn't need to. His size made him tire faster. I don't know if it was his size that made him tire faster or those eardrum punches, because Tyson Fury was aiming for that eardrum, man.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
say that.
And he had him bleeding from it again.
Exactly. Exactly. I think when he got hit in the eardrum, it just threw off his whole thing. It was like he
Yeah.
almost knew to aim to that thing, basically. Now,
Yeah, it's
what do
almost
you
like, and
think?
then it almost seemed like it took Wilder's confidence. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it felt
definitely.
too familiar. It just felt like, you know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Definitely. Now, what do you think of like him not congratulating him right away,
That
but
that
then
that was that
afterward
was
congratulating him, like afterward,
I
like
kind of
he
wish.
may go ahead.
Yeah, nah. I just kind of wish. I kind of wish he did it, right away. But it's at the same
Yeah,
time, like me and a couple of my friends was talking and joking about it a little bit. It's like, as much as we would have liked to see him,
right,
congratulate him. You got to
right.
understand where he coming from. Like, I done just,
Yeah,
like I just lost to you, 3 times. Like, I mean,
yeah,
yeah, one was a draw, but a lot of people say if it wasn't for the knockdowns, that was a loss. So you got to
right.
understand my pride is kind of struck right now. Like, I don't know how to be a sportsman like that. I've never been in this position. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And it's hard to not it's hard to not it's hard for me to believe that Wilder wasn't thinking about all the shit talking. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all the shit talking Fury was doing, and you know what I'm saying, when somebody beats you, like it's almost like, when you in a competitive game in Madden or something, like, and all
Hmm.
the shit been talk, like y'all been talking shit all game, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he
Right.
win, you're not gonna be, you know, even when it's your boy, you're not gonna be too in a rush to say, like, if he don't say good game to you, you're not gonna say good game to him, just off the simple fact,
Right.
like, man, like, fuck you, like,
Hmm.
I still don't feel like you're better than me. But it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
it's like with Wilder, it's like you're kind of not, you can't feel like he's not better than you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he has your
Yeah.
number, and you just gotta
He
accept that.
does. He does. Now, what do you think of what do you think of all the conspiracy theories now? They're talking about the count again.
Oh yeah, yeah, uh, yeah. Because didn't Ward bring that up? I think I heard
Yeah, he
Ward say
did.
something
He
about it.
did. Andre Ward did say something about it. Yeah.
I mean, I I don't know, because it's tough when you think about it like that, because it's like, why are y'all trying to build up another fight? Like, are y'all trying to build up a part four? Like, what are y'all trying to do with this?
A
Because it
part
always
four.
seems like it's always something. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always some type of controversy when these two fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's like,
Now,
because you could argue he broke his hand. Okay, so he broke his
mhm,
hand. What round? What round did he break his hand? So let's say he broke
right.
it into six. Did he break his hand and still drop him? Because then it's
Yeah.
just like you get to asking yourself questions like, well, damn, if he don't break his hand, and he might be able to get him out of it. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know, man. I kind of just feel like any controversy, any questions, speculations, kind of just got to be put to bed. Otherwise, we're gonna find ourselves not we're gonna find ourselves in a position where Anthony Joshua's fighting Usyk again, and it's either you put Fury against fucking Andy Ruiz, Dylan White, or somebody who you know he's gonna win against, or you put Wilder in with one of them who you know he's gonna win, or you say, well, shit, what would a Fury Wilder Part Four do? Would
Well,
that do more numbers than?
well, here's a scenario that I think would be a good scenario. I think that Fury and Usyk could fight it out, and then Wilder and Joshua can fight it out, and then that winner, Wilder and Joshua, gets the winner of Fury and
Fury
Usyk.
and Usyk?
Yeah,
I can see that.
that would be a good little scenario to take place. But Anthony Joshua said on the rematch
Yeah,
against Usyk. Um, I mean, Andrew Ruiz, I really don't. I disregard, because of course he called out Tyson Fury. He's like, "Oh, I'll f him up," and it's like, sit down, bro.
you
Like
won't do
that.
shit. You won't
Yeah,
do it.
when he said that, when he said I'll f him up, I'm like, yo, sit down, bro.
Yeah, for real,
Like,
bro. Because you don't have nothing for Fury.
yeah, exactly. You got dropped by Areola, bro. Shut up.
Like, come on,
Like,
bro. Like really.
yeah,
Like, you don't have nothing for Fury. Nothing. I'm gonna
yeah,
keep it real.
exactly.
Usyk doesn't have nothing for Fury.
Okay, what
Just for the
makes you say
simple
that?
fact,
Like,
just for the
yeah,
simple
just
fact,
explain.
Tyson Fury is gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna come in there hella bigger than you, and I'm gonna walk you
Hmm.
down. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
true.
Like, and Usyk doesn't have great inside game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he
Yeah,
don't got great inside game.
and then another thing too is that Tyson Fury can box if he chooses to.
If he
You know,
chooses.
yeah, if he decided, okay, I'll just box this guy, use the jab, keep him on the outside. When he
Wrap him
comes
up
in,
when
I'll
I
just,
need to.
yeah. He so yeah, you're right. I can kind of see that going. The
And
only
I just
thing
feel like
that,
that'll be a boring ass fight. It'll be a boring ass fight where
yeah,
we'll find ourselves saying, like, well, if if Usyk did this, he could have this success. But it's gonna be clear as day, like, yeah, and Fury knows that. That's why he's not doing
mhm,
it. That's why he's not letting him do it.
yeah. And then the only thing that I think Usyk has over Fury would be the speed factor, but that's
Yeah,
about it. That's about
yeah,
it.
that's
You
about
know?
it. And I just can't see that 6'3" versus 6'9". I would have to see it. Like I'd have to see it to believe it. Now
Yeah,
if Usyk did go in there and do that, I'm not gonna lie. I just, I mean, shit. Shit. Where does he rank at all time? Like, you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
If he can
hell
go in
yeah,
there and do something like that, like, you know. So
yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't be against seeing it just for the simple fact it's like, well, shit. What if he go in here and surprises, and then
Yeah,
do it
exactly.
a lot? Think he can't do. What if he goes in there and does it?
Right, right. Now what do you think about Dillian White? Because he's the mandatory to Tyson Fury. He, he
Oh shit.
he's the mandatory to
I think
Tyson
that'll
Fury.
be a good fight. Like I think that'll be the build up to that shit will be so funny. I just feel
Yeah, it
like
would.
they'll be talking so much shit. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
but it's the same thing with Usyk. Like no, I take that back because I think Usyk would beat Dylan White if we being honest.
Yeah, he would. He would. He would
Like
definitely.
it's just like I don't know, man. I mean, Dylan White, I just seen him get knocked out by Anthony Joshua, so it's like I can't.
Yeah,
When I see you get knocked out, and I feel like the person you might be going against is better than the person that you got knocked out by, and does, damn near everything better, be except
mhm.
maybe being strong. You know what I'm saying? But shit, at 6'9", you're not weak. 6'9",
Exactly.
270, you're not weak. So I just,
Exactly.
I just, I just think Dylan White would be in for a long night. In for a
Right.
long night.
Right.
And
Yeah,
I
he
just feel
would
like it'll
be.
be a boring fight. Like I'm gonna keep it real. If you're not coming to knock Fury out, I just feel like it's gonna be a boring fight.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Um, Dillian White, the only thing I would say about him that made trouble Fury, but even then, Fury is just so big.
Yeah,
I would
he's
say
just
that,
too damn big.
yeah, I would say the only thing that would maybe trouble Fury would be the aggression and the dirty tactics that he uses during fights. That's the only
Mm-hmm.
thing I think would like really pose a threat to Tyson Fury. But other than that I don't really think he has anything for him.
Yeah, he doesn't oppose any problems like that. Like what are
Yeah,
you what do you present that I can't, what I'm saying, overcome? Like what do you present that is just gonna be so detrimental to me that I'm not gonna be able to deal with you? And I
yeah,
don't know the answer to that. Like I don't feel like he has anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
he don't got
yeah,
no he doesn't do something just extraordinary like, oh yeah, he the best in
yeah,
the weight class at this. He
yeah,
don't he don't got that.
yeah, exactly.
What's
Now,
that GIF say? Trust me, pal, you're not that guy.
yeah,
You're not that guy.
now, um, I was hoping that Fa Ajagba was sleep
Oh my god.
Frank Sanchez because of the simple fact that I love Cuban boxers, but it's just that like that dude's with Team Canelo, so I'm like, dang man,
Yeah, they just yeah.
I gotta go for the other guy. But what do you make of that fight? And we're like, what do you make of that fight?
I'm gonna keep it real, and this sounds crazy, but I think I started to feel different about that fight at the weigh-in when he tried to flinch at him and he didn't like budge at all. I kind of was like, to me, that struck me as somebody trying to give themselves some more confidence. Like to me, I felt like Ajabe might have been, you know, not scared, definitely not scared, just having some doubts. Like, man, is this motherfucker scared of me? Like I want him to be. Is this motherfucker, or does this motherfucker think this shit is a game? Like, and when he flinched and then he didn't get the reaction, I think that mentally fucked with him a little bit. I think
Yeah,
that mentally fucked with him a little bit because he
yeah,
realized, like, damn, now I'm gonna have to come in here and and actually beat this guy. And
Yeah,
he's, they call
yeah,
him the Cuban Flash for a reason. That motherfucker quick to be so big. Like,
he is quick. He is quick. He's super quick.
and
And
speed kills.
unfortunately, like for FA Jagba, he's rather slow. You know,
He's rather
like
slow.
he has the power. Don't get it
Oh, for
twisted,
sure. That's there.
but it's just again, Frank Sanchez. We knew he wasn't going to overcommit. We already knew that wasn't going to happen. You know, um, and yeah, he just stayed on the outside and pretty much just
He just
timed him.
controlled. He pretty
Yeah,
much made. He pretty much showed like if I'm a job based trainer. Oh yeah, I know we got to work on this. We got to work on some things. Like we got to work
yeah,
on some things. Cause right, like you showed me, you depend on your power too much,
right. He just timed
and
him the
then
whole time.
he just timed him and shit. He even clipped him. He even clipped him one
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like, you know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? Now, granted, what's the name damn near he dropped him too, which they didn't count, which was, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I don't think that would have made any major difference in the
No, it
fight.
wouldn't have made a difference. Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference in the
But
fight.
but but who's to say it wouldn't have made a difference psychologically? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so
Because
that's
it could have made like Frank Sanchez maybe a little bit more aggressive, and then if he got
aggressive and
aggressive,
exposed them
he would have
just, you know
got
what I'm saying,
caught.
left himself
Yeah,
open.
he may have got caught. Yep, yep,
But shit, when you
yeah,
don't get shit, when it don't get called, it might make you feel even different. Like, oh shit, the refs saying, okay, they must be fucking with me. Like I must got
yeah,
them on my
exactly.
side tonight. They rocking
Yeah,
with me.
exactly. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, so I guess he has to go back
It's
to the
just a
drawing board
confidence
now.
builder for one, and then it's like a confidence breaker for one. Like it's like, damn,
Yeah,
like they don't call my shit, but then they don't call my knockdown, but then this motherfucker hit me while I'm on my knee, and they don't even take a point. Like,
right, right, right,
all
right,
right, for sure. Guess I'm fighting
right. That's
everybody in this
true.
motherfucker tonight.
That's true. That's true.
So, but I don't think even like I said, even with the if they scored or not, I don't think it changes anything because he just
Yeah,
you clearly seen like speed kills. Like that was one of them.
right.
That was one of them situations where speed kills, and you in there with somebody who's not scared of your power. So
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know
That's true.
you gotta. I don't know, man. He got like I said, he got to go back to the drawing boards. I definitely think he'll be back in title contention eventually.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, he had to take more chances too. That's another thing. He had to take more chances.
Exactly. I mean, I like what Andre Ward said. Andre Ward said something. If I was a fighter in his corner, that would have motivated me. He basically said like, "How do you want to be remembered Sunday morning? Like, do you want to wake up feeling like, damn, I didn't leave it all out there? I kind of went out there just to survive, or do you want to wake up Sunday morning, even if you get knocked out, like shit, I got knocked out trying to, you know what I'm saying? I went out of my shield, and
Yeah.
he chose to survive. He didn't want to." He didn't want to go out there and try to let it all hang out.
Now, what do you think of the Jared Anderson fight? What do you make of that?
I did not even catch that one, but I heard it was quick work.
Definitely quick work. Definitely
But I
quick
but I've
work.
been here but I've been hearing about Jared Anderson though for a minute, since he defended Fury and said he didn't knock him out in sparring. But I think he was giving Fury some problems in that camp. And I
Yeah,
think
he put
honestly
hands on him.
he's gonna be a problem. I think he's gonna be a problem in the heavyweight division for sure.
Yeah, he put hands on him for sure.
I just think he just different. Like like for him not being hella big, like he got nice hand speed.
Yeah,
He just technically sound like he one of
yeah,
them fighters you look at and be like, man, this motherfucker could have fought if he was a lightweight, a fucking featherweight, welterweight,
yeah,
like middle, like it
yeah.
don't matter.
Now, man, this dude got exposed. What do you think of Mr. Edgar Berlanga?
Whoo, back to the drawing boards, guy. back to the drawing boards. I mean, it's like one of them things. Like you stepping up in competition, so shit's gonna happen. But damn, dog, like you got dropped by a journeyman. It seemed like almost like
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Like you got he's solid. Don't get me wrong. Edgar is solid. It's just I see some shit that
Well,
he needs to work on.
well, the problem is, unfortunately, this is a problem. When you get um like 14 first round knockouts, then unfortunately that's all you fall in love with.
Knockouts,
And
yeah,
and then your boxing ability, it becomes like, oh, what boxing ability?
yeah. Like
Because you're
you kind
knocking,
of don't got shit.
yeah, you've been knocking niggas out in the first round for so
You ain't
much.
been showing no boxing ability.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
ain't been able to see your boxing ability because shit, you been flatlining everybody early.
Exactly. 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 And that could be a problem because, I mean, you maybe the objective should have been, hey, in these early fights, try to get some rounds in,
Get some
try to get
rounds
more
in, yeah,
comfortable. Yep.
yeah, and then you know what I'm saying. Then once we decide, all right, it's time to stop playing with our food. That's when we go
Then you
finish
can
stuff.
stop them. Yeah.
That's
Then
when
you
we go
can stop
finish
the
stuff.
dude.
But get those
Yeah.
rounds in,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
like like on the like one of the Negro League fighters, Ennis. Like
Oh yeah. Ennis
you can
breaks you
tell
down. Yeah. Ennis breaks
he
you
breaks
down.
you down, and when he ready to
Yeah.
get you up out of there, it's time to go.
Yeah. Exactly. He breaks you
It's
down.
time to
He's one
go.
of the
Let's
best
go.
body. He's one of the best body punchers I've ever seen in the sport right
Oh,
now.
for sure.
Yep, he's one of the best body punchers ever in the sport right now that we see. Um, Now, I actually called this, and I actually knew this was going to happen. I just knew, honestly, that this was going to happen. But what do you
Uh,
think of Mr. Garcia uh, pulling out of the fight with Jojo Diaz? I knew it was going to
man,
happen, bro.
yeah, man,
I knew that
yeah,
shit was going to happen. I knew he wasn't going to fight. I knew, you know. What do you think
yeah.
about that?
I mean, shit. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Exactly. Exactly. Nothing to be surprised of. Um, the thing is it's just kind of questionable how he's talking about he needs surgery and stuff like that, and we're not even seeing any like we're not seeing anything that is an indication that he needs surgery or anything. You know,
Yeah,
I
that's
just think
yeah,
he was afraid of him. That's what I think.
yeah, bruh. I'm gonna keep it real. I was watching. I was watching Ryan Garcia spar Rolly. I don't know why the fuck I was watching that. I just found myself watching hella sparring videos and shit. Just because
Yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah.
fuck around with boxing every now and then. So sometimes I like to watch people who are southpaws and whatnot, and just look at shit they do. Be like, oh yeah, I'd have did
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
Just
yeah, 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 yeah.
before
Yeah.
so this one had came on, and I was just I was just still tuned into it, so I was just watching it, and I was just looking. I'm like telling myself like, damn, like this motherfucker, like don't seem like he got that dog in him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when motherfuckers get to wrestling and roughing him up, like he just almost take it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he don't got that dog. Like I seen it was a situation where they kind of was in a tussling match and Rolly like pushed him. And Ryan just like took it. It was just like, oh, okay, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, bro, that just shows me like you still got to get that dog in you, like that. Okay, motherfucker, like you do this to me, I'm doing it back to you.
Well, to me,
Like,
Personally, I think he's comfortable making IG videos showing hand speed that he doesn't show in fight. I think he's very comfortable with that more than he is actually fighting.
Actually fighting.
Yeah, you know how
Yeah,
he does videos on IG with like hand speed. He shows his hand speed. He hits the double ended bag.
he hits
He
the
does,
fucking body shot
yeah, yeah,
challenges and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, 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 yeah. So I think he's more comfortable doing that than he is actually fighting. You know, or actually has a desire to fight. To be honest with you.
Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. I mean, shit. When it come to Ryan, it's hard. It's hard to say anything other than you kind of you giving us scary vibes. Like you giving us like you know what I'm saying. You scared.
Yep.
It's it's
Yep.
it's it's just I don't know, man. Like I just can't defend it.
Yep. Now, with that being said, there's absolutely no excuse for there's absolutely no excuse for Devin Haney and Jojo Diaz not to fight now.
Not to happen. Not to happen.
Yeah, Jojo Diaz better like man up and do what he needs to do for real.
Nah, for real. Like, come on. I'm sick of like now is your time. Like you got to show us some. I want to see that, and I think JoJo gonna take the fight because I don't think JoJo's scared of shit. Like I'm not finna I'm not finna put JoJo in that same class as Ryan as far as being a
Hmm.
duck. Like nah, he'll fight.
Hmm.
He not
Hmm.
scared. He will fight.
He'll fight and walk into some shit that may knock him out.
Not
Like
exactly.
because I'm gonna tell you something. People talk about Devin Haney. Oh, you know Devin Haney pillow fisted and stuff like that. But was Linares in any hurry to try to walk him down?
Ain't nobody got in there tried to walk him down. That shit
That's what I'm
hurting.
saying.
That shit, they feeling that shit. Whether they want to admit it or not, they feeling that shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Um, I mean, even the fight with Urokis Gamboa, of course, Urokis Gamboa was a like he was definitely far from his former self, but it's still the simple fact that you know he held most of the fight because he was feeling them shots.
Yeah. Same with like Lenard said, like he could say all of that shit, but when Devin was right in front of him, it was oh yeah, you have power. Like don't come on now, like just keep it real. It's okay. Like
But
shit.
behind his back, he said he didn't feel nothing. Behind his
Yeah,
back, he
behind
said
his
he
back,
didn't
it
feel
said you know what I'm
nothing.
saying. That shit. So
Now,
I don't it's hard to believe these fighters these days.
now though, what do you think of Rolly versus Tank Davis? What do you think of that fight?
Tank finna beat the shit out of Rolly. He
Yeah,
finna beat the dog shit out of Rolly. I don't even know if Rolly make it to 6 rounds to keep it real.
hmm
Like I just don't like to me he get hit too much. Like you know what I'm saying?
hmm hmm
So I don't yeah, nah, I seen shit. I seen Ryan Garcia touching his ass up with shit and they sparring
Oh, you
match.
do? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
so
Yeah.
I like you know what I'm saying? Like I seen he was getting touched by shit but from Ryan. So
hmm
yeah, hell no. And see, this is the thing. Tank is already in shape, so that lets me know
hmm
he motivated for this fight. He want to fuck him up. So good luck,
hmm
Rolly. I think I hope you on your hope you on your shit because I know Tank on his.
Well, the surprising thing about Rolly is he's a Cuban, but he fights so far away from a Cuban, it's not even funny.
Yeah,
He has no Cuban style
he has no
whatsoever.
like he don't got none of that shit. Like they his like he had to go to a different school in a different district. Like they wasn't accepting him in the Cuban school because they ain't teach him shit. He don't know none of the slick shit.
Mm-mm,
Like
not at all.
he nah like no. I just and he sounds dumb as hell when he talk. That's another thing. Like he
He does.
just
He does sound dumb. And then on top of that, it's like the only chance I really give him is he's bigger than Tank. He's physically bigger, but that excuse
that
me,
don't mean shit. Bless
that, that, that's still that's still not much, you know, because Tank's gonna get in the inside and hit him with some stuff.
Yeah,
You
like
have
I just
Teofimo.
honestly think that he is gonna beat the dog shit out of him. Like I really think this is gonna be one of them fights where we just see somebody get their ass whipped.
Yep.
Like for, for as long as for as long as they allow themselves to get their ass whipped, I feel like we just gonna see Tank beating his ass. Like remember how Tank was hitting Pedraza with them hooks and shit.
Yeah, yeah, he was hitting him.
I think we gonna see a mixture of that mixed with the uppercuts he was giving Gamboa. Like
Yeah,
I just don't see Rolly being able to do shit
right, right.
besides get hit.
Yeah, it's true. I definitely agree with you. I definitely agree with you. I mean, because honestly, Rolly doesn't even establish a jab. That's the thing. He doesn't even establish a jab. So if he can't establish a jab, then what does that tell you?
They tell me you fucked against Tank. Like you can't
Yep.
a jab is what's gonna keep a motherfucker off you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You don't got that. Like, you feel me? That's like shit. At least if you ain't got nothing else and you got a jab, that's like having a gun with no bullets in it. Like, all right, I point this motherfucker at you. Hey, motherfucker. All right,
Yeah, it's
all
true.
right.
It's
You feel
true.
me? Until the motherfucker realize, oh, he ain't got no bullets in there. We going in.
It's
You
true.
just basically holding the air pistol out, like, watch out, with no jab. Like I ain't got no jab. Watch out, man. Tank is finna have a fucking field day with him. I almost feel like it's an inside job to get Rolly kicked out of Mayweather
Mayweather.
promotion.
You
Yeah,
think
I
so?
just feel like it's an
You
inside.
you,
I just feel like it's an inside job. He finna
you
beat the
think they're
shit out
like
of him.
setting him up? You think they're like
I,
setting him up or something?
I think they setting him up. I think they built Rolly up semi to you know what I'm saying to where when Tank knocks him out, it's gonna be a reasonable. It's gonna be a meaningful name. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I feel like they gonna slowly but surely put Rolly in situations and fights where he's a massive underdog, and
Right.
eventually he's gonna either not perform to where they have a reason to kick him off, or he's gonna feel it himself. Like, man, I feel like these motherfuckers got it out for me. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But either way,
Exactly.
that's what they want. So that's what I feel.
Exactly.
That's what they want. So they're
Yeah.
gonna be happy.
Yeah. Exactly. Now, what do you think of Canelo's interview with Brian Custer? That guy is so funny, bro. That guy is so
Refresh me because
funny.
I seen it, and he said a few things, and it just I just felt like I was looking at a Canelo who was trying to prove, who was trying to like make himself believe something in a sense. Like,
Yeah, bro. The funniest thing, this was hilarious to me, is when he was like a fan asked him a question. You've been why don't you fight Andre? He has a similar style to Billy Joe Saunders, and you make quick work of him. Canelo responds, Canelo responds, "No, no, horrible fighter."
He's a horrible fighter. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
no,
seen
no,
that.
no, no. He was like, no, no, horrible fighter. And he was
He
so
said, "I never." Did he say I'll never fight him?
yeah, he's
Did he
like,
say
I'll
that?
never fight him. Yeah, he said it. He said, I'll never fight him. He then said, he couldn't even get his words right. He said, basically, he fought with anyone. That's what Canelo said.
This
He
motherfucker,
didn't
bro.
even say
Like,
he never fought with and he's never fought with nobody. Canelo said he fought with everybody. That's what he said in the thing. He couldn't even get his words right.
that motherfucker. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. And then that's the same when he told him. He basically was saying like, you said you're gonna break Haley Flint's joint. He said, I will. Is that the same one? Is that the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
interview?
I think it's the same one. It's the same one. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit is hilarious, bro. I'm gonna keep it
It,
real.
it
That shit is funny.
it is funny. It is funny. I mean, everybody knows I'm not a Canelo fan, though. You know, everybody knows that. But at the same time, he does make me laugh a couple of times with his interviews and stuff like that. Especially with the, he just said no, no. He's a horrible fighter. Um, and he fought with everybody. That's what he said in the thing.
Like, come on, bro. Can we make up our minds? Like, which one is it?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
like,
But it's funny because Canelo fans will get on Demetrius Andre for fighting his next guy, but Canelo actually offered this guy a fight.
a fight.
I think, yeah, back in the Golden Boy days, Canelo was trying to fight the same guy. So you know, these fanboys, man, they're funny. They're very funny, man, for real. Um,
Yeah, that's they.
now, how do you think that Sean Porter Terrence Crawford fight's gonna pan out, man? What do you think?
Honestly, bro, I've been feeling like what's the name? Like stop Porter. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know why, but I feel like he might stop Porter. I don't know why. I feel like this might be the fight where Terrence shows like I'm different. Like I'm different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I'm different. Like
Mhm.
I think this the fight where he's gonna get to show like himself. Like he gonna get to show the people like, hey, okay, he is different. Like he is a dog because he
Right,
nobody
right,
stopped
right,
Sean Porter. Sean Porter has
right,
been stopped.
right.
So he go out and do that. It's
Yeah, that'll be statement. That'll be statement win.
and I think he's very capable of doing it.
Yeah, that would be definitely statement win if he did that, you know. Um, I know this sounds kind of far fetched, but I give Sean Porter a good chance at maybe upsetting that guy, man. Because the thing is I'm not like by any means a big Showtime Sean Porter guy, but it's just that Sean Porter is built like a damn linebacker. You know,
Yeah,
he's a wide person, and he's just also aggressive. You know, and although he doesn't really have any power, you know, he doesn't really have any like one punch power where you're like, oh, I'm feeling it. He has accumulation of punches, like he did with Andre Berto. You know, it just happened from an accumulation of punches. But at the same time, I know that Terrence Crawford, he has dog and stuff in him and what have you. I don't know though, man. It's up in the air to me, you know, because Sean Porter, what Sean Porter may do is he may try to tackle Terrence Crawford, you know, be head first. What because he likes to do that in fights. What Sean Porter likes to do is he likes to go head first and headbutt you, but then tie you up after he does that. You know, he does that a lot. So I don't know, man. You still there? Hello, hello. Oh, he dropped out. See if he come back. Let me see. Let's see. Can you hear me now? Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Try to come back in and see if you can hear me. If it's working. Try to come back in though. All right, cool. Let's see. All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I get you.
All right. Now what I was saying is that the thing is that I'm by no means a Sean Porter fan. You know, that to me that guy fights ugly, you know. Um, but with the ugliness, he does win kind of like he's lost like against Keith Thurman, he's lost to Kell Brook, he's lost to Earl Spence, but he did beat
And I
Danny
wanna
Garcia.
yeah, nah, I feel the same. I think only thing with that fight is I feel, and that's why I feel like what's the name might stop him because he likes to exchange, like he likes to exchange, and I done seen Porter get into those exchanges where he leaves himself like wide open, chin up in the air, like
Right.
when he kind of like when he got clipped, his chin wasn't in the air when he got clipped by Earl, but
Yeah, I
you
remember
know
that.
he got.
Yeah.
You know, he like when Bronner dropped him. How did he get dropped? In an exchange with it, you know what I'm saying? Just letting them flow.
Right.
But at the same time, I've been seeing Crawford do the same thing and leave himself exposed. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Like
it's like, but
honestly,
I just feel like Crawford has that. Like I feel like Crawford is like is telling the truth when he was like, I'm like I want like when he said you push harder, I'm gonna push harder. Like if you push, I'm gonna push
yeah.
harder. You hit me, I'm gonna hit you hard. Like I feel like that. And you know another thing, I just remember when Kenny Porter was talking about the altercation he had with Bud, and he was like they got into it in the gym or whatever, and he said, well, let's go outside, and he said, and Bud
Mm,
went outside with me and stood and was in my face like what you want to do, and he said, man, I had to take. He said, man, I had to take that L that day, basically like saying I had to back off, like I had to walk off.
yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, if a nigga could do that with your father, like you think he finna be scared of you, like the son?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I just feel like mentally, Crawford's not worried about him.
Yeah. Maybe not. Probably not. But truthfully speaking, Jerron Boots Ennis beats all of them niggas. Like people don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
I
gonna keep it
sound
real.
crazy. People
I'm
think
gonna
I
keep it
sound
real,
crazy,
bruh.
but bruh, that nigga's he said even Jerron Ennis, I like the words he uses, but he's like the thing is about Jerron Boots Ennis, man, is he's quiet, but and he gets on with his job, but he will give you a little bit of hints. And so they were interviewing him about the Sean Porter fight, and he's like it's 50-50 fight. And then he said like he was like, I'll be I feel like I can beat them both because it's different over here.
Yeah,
And I believe him. I believe
Yeah,
him.
bro. I'm gonna keep it real. That Ennis cat. Whew, we. If I was Earl Spence, I would be leaving to 154 immediately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would think that at 147, Jerron Boots in his toughest fight probably would be against a Sean Porter, maybe because
Hmm.
I honestly think, and many people may not share this opinion, but I honestly think that um he he would like outbox Terrence Crawford. Like I'm not trying to even like I know he's accomplished a lot in the sport. Terrence Crawford is, but it's just that I just look at what Jerron Ennis does and stuff like that, and I'm like, yeah, he would probably outbox dude if they were to fight. You know,
Yeah, I think that's what I think he'd do. You wait. Say you think who would outbox who?
I think Boots Ennis will outbox Terrence Crawford. Like
Yeah,
I
I
mean, like
think.
granted, like granted, he hasn't been against the opposition that people want to see him against, but I just think he's that type of guy that he's just like, okay, you're gonna level up, and then I'm gonna level up.
Yeah, I just honestly, bro, I think shit. Crawford defense ain't the greatest.
Nah, he
You
does
get what
get
I'm
hit.
saying? Like
He does get hit.
he get hit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and Ennis knows that because he said that he was like he do a lot of things great. He make a lot of mistakes too. And he was like, I think I'd beat him. I just outthink him and
Yeah,
outsmart him.
yeah. Nah, he does get hit a lot. Even and granted, he was winning all the rounds pretty much. I mean, everybody saw that. Okay, yeah, this guy is winning the rounds. But when he was fighting Jose Benavidez, Benavidez was catching him sometimes. So a lot of the time,
Hmm. Yeah, he
you
was.
know, he catching him off the counter and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, I I felt that he was yeah, kind of like leaving himself open, to get hit. So that's what you can't do that with a boost innings because when it comes to power, um, one of the guys who fought him, but it ended in no contest, Chris Van Heerden, he said he hits harder than Earl Spence. That's what he said about Boots Ennis. He said he hits harder than Spence.
I mean,
You
shit.
know.
It makes sense why he hit, but his ass
Yeah.
ended that shit quick. He said,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not finna
remember
sit in
that.
here with this shit. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, he was like, I'm good. He's like, I'm
and you
good
know
on
what's
that.
crazy? I was looking forward to that fight for that reason right there. Because I'm like, ooh, Spence fought him too. How long
Yeah,
it takes Spence to
exactly.
get him out of here? Like, ooh, let me see what Ennis do. You know what I'm saying? Let me see
He
if
didn't have
Ennis
a
could
chance. He didn't have a chance to do it.
exactly, and I feel like that was kind of fucked up. Like I feel like that fucked up. That was fucked up.
Yeah, and when he did it, you heard him when he got hit with the headbutt. You heard and it said, "Damn."
Yeah, he
Yeah,
wanted that
man.
stoppage.
Yeah, because he was going after it so early. That's the thing. He hopped right on him. No feeling out or no nothing. He's like, man, I'm gonna get this guy out of here. He didn't have no filling out process, no nothing like that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah, bro. I feel like Ennis is a special talent. Like he's a special
yeah,
talent.
he is. He is. And people are already hating on him, unfortunately. And the crazy thing, this is the crazy thing. This is absolutely the crazy thing. Is that um some of these old media guys, they were trying to egg on the fight. They were like, "Oh, you need to fight Virgil Ortiz right now, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, "It's no problem. We can make that fight." He said, "We can make that fight. Um, they can call. We're one call away, and we can make that fight happen." What does Virgil Ortiz say?
Hell
People
no.
say I'm ducking Jerron Ennis, but we got to get rid of we got to get rid of the old guys first,
No,
and
we
then we
no, we
can.
don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I'm like, okay, why do you have to get rid of the old guys first when you guys can probably fight for like a title eliminator? He can fight for your spot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they know what time it is with that guy, man. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful, but I'm gonna say it. Virgil Ortiz blocks shots with his head, you know.
Yeah, nah,
So
for real. Like I'm gonna keep it real. And
and you
no,
can't
go ahead,
block
go ahead.
any shots with your head. That's the thing. You can't block any shots with your head. That's something you don't want to do.
Hell
You know what I
no.
mean?
Your ass do that, your ass going to the hospital.
Exactly. But go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I noticed that since Virgil's been stepping up in competition, his defense hasn't been looking like how it used to.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like you said, what do I mean by that?
Yeah, yeah. Go into detail.
Like,
Break
like,
that down.
like he at one point in time he used to look like untouchable. Like I remember
Hmm.
I forget who he was fighting, but I mean,
Hmm.
dude was not able to touch him. I'm talking about even with like the little short jabs where he just trying to test out and see where, bro, he was not able to touch him. Like
Hmm.
he was almost like his defense, his awareness, Virgil's was like almost like he was paranoid. Like he was just like he was not trying to get touched, and he was
Hmm.
countering. He was fit. Like he just looked promising. Like, but
Hmm.
lately, stepping up in competition, he looks mediocre.
Yeah, yeah. Even me, when he fought Maurice Hooker, I already knew that, he was going to beat Maurice Hooker because he was tailor made for Maurice Hooker. You know, no, that Maurice Hooker was tailor made for him because he was just going to come forward. Although Maurice Hooker is long, we already knew that Maurice Hooker was just going to smother his shots because he likes to fight like that. He likes to fight like how Robert Easter likes to fight. They're both long rangey fighters, but they don't use their range. So I knew that Virgil Ortiz was going to stop that dude. But after the fight, Virgil Ortiz's face told the story.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And then even
It
in
did.
the Mean Machine fight, same story. His face told a story.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That comes from that defense. That defense not being the same.
And you can't do that against no Ennis.
Hell no, you going to sleep.
Hmm. I mean, I give Virgil respect for calling these guys out, these top guys, but at the end of the day, he needs to maybe try to see another dude, you know.
Yeah, don't look. There's certain motherfuckers you should stay away from as long as you can.
Hmm.
And I'm
Hmm.
keeping it real. And this is most definitely one of those guys. Leave him the fuck alone. Like,
Hmm.
unless you got a gun to your head and they say, hey, do that.
They're
Then
not gonna fight
don't
him
do
though.
it. Don't
They're not
do it.
gonna fight dude. I'm sorry to say, but it's gonna be hard for that dude to get fight.
It is. That's why you gotta fight fucking Travis Delorme.
Yeah, Thomas Delorme. Yep.
Thomas Delorme, yes, excuse me.
Hmm.
It's like, come on now, like and he wanted
And
like
unfortunately, because
what's
of
dude
that
name,
fight,
Julian Martinez, or what's it, what's the Martinez cat name, the one that Rolly fought?
I forgot.
It's
But
something, but he wanted to fight him, and he said, "Hell no, hell no."
yeah, and then unfortunately, the sad thing is that the fans are gonna, of course, say, "Oh, he's fighting cab drivers and all this other stuff." But it's like, okay, well, you go in the ring and fight him then. You know,
Yeah, for real.
you go in there and fight him since he's fighting cab drivers. You know,
Not for real.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's messed up.
hmm I just
Um,
feel sorry for I just feel bad for Ennis because it's like I would hate for him to get. I would hate for us to have this conversation in 5 years and he got a
mhm,
resume similar to Boo Boo Andrade. It's like, come
mhm.
on, bro. Like some gotta give.
Something does happen, but that's what I think. Unfortunately, bro, and this is the cold hard truth. Unfortunately, bro, they don't want guys like that to beat marquee guys because if they do, then the whole game changes. The boxing world gets set upside down, you know, and I don't think they want that. And unfortunately, I don't think governing bodies want that either. I
Hell
hate to
no.
say it, but I don't think they do. Because when you really look at it, right, most of the common fans are more familiar, and I hate to say it, but most of the common fans are more familiar with non-black fighters. You know what I mean? The last one who made his impact and was just world renowned from a world over was Floyd. You know, um, I feel that it's not necessarily about that they don't want another Floyd per se. They just don't want another dude to beat their guy. You know, um, anything can happen in boxing. I understand that, but when you look at the stylistic things that Demetrius Andre brings to the table, then Canelo will. It wouldn't be good for Canelo.
Nah, hell no.
It wouldn't be good at all for Canelo. Um, it's the same thing with who's another guy who's being like, thankfully he's getting his title shot. Shakur Stevenson.
Oh
He's
yeah.
fighting. I can't wait for that fight. Actually, the Herring fight. But
That's gonna be a good one. And I hope he ain't sleeping on hearing.
no, I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. I think he gonna beat the shit out of Harry. But I think this. I think that fight is gonna be a fight where Heron has his moments.
Oh,
I
you
don't
think
think he
so?
gets stopped. Yeah, I don't think he
Oh,
gets stopped. And I
oh,
think it's
okay.
a fight where he has his moments. Where he has his moments. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I think I think Shakur, put it this way, I think that's a fight where Shakur go in there like this motherfucker ain't on my level. And
Mm-hmm.
he leaves that fight feeling like this motherfucker is better than I thought. And I respect
Oh,
him. And
okay.
he is a dog. He's a dog.
Mm-hmm.
He not better than me, but he is a dog. And I respect
Mm-hmm.
him. I
Mm-hmm.
respect him. He earned my respect. I feel like it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
one of them. Like Shakur not gonna lose and shit. The shit might not even be close. But
Mm-hmm.
Cameron's gonna have his moments. And at the end of the day, Shakur gonna leave out of there with a different type of respect for him. Like
Mm-hmm.
okay, I thought this motherfucker was gonna quit when shit got rough, but this motherfucker bit down and he kept coming. I respect that. I got you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
I feel like he gonna make Shakur have to dig in and bite down at times.
well, here's the problem though. Once Shakur wins, Oscar Valdez, they won't let Oscar Valdez fight him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. They will not let that happen. I really have this feeling, and I could be wrong, but it's just a guess. It's just like a kind of guess that I have. But I really have this feeling that like they don't want these black dudes to clean out these divisions because they know
Nah,
they
they
can.
don't.
They know they can. You
They
know,
definitely can.
I mean, you look at lightweight. Of course, we have Devin Haney. You know, not trying to get these fights, trying to like fight Tiafimo for the belts. You know, wanting to become undisputed. We see how Tiafimo's moving and things like that. Um, then middleweight, like you go to the simple fact that Demetrius Andre went into the ring with Triple G and said, let's get this happen. Let's unify these belts. You just see
Mm-hmm.
Triple G shake his head. Okay, okay, okay. You know, and you look at what's another division that the same thing is happening. Um, 175 is mostly foreigners in that division. You have mostly like foreigners and stuff. But I guess so that's it in those in terms of the divisions where you just really kind of see how things are going, you know.
Mm-hmm.
With
Nah, for real.
it's like they're afraid, you know, because
And it's crazy.
when you look at, for example, you look at Canelo. Canelo only fought Daniel Jacobs because he looked vulnerable in his past two
In
fights.
this past, come on now, and the motherfuckers don't wanna talk about that.
And honestly, he beat him, but he didn't look like incredible in beating him.
No, he didn't.
You know, so
I wish. Speaking of Jacobs, not to cut you off. Speaking of
go
Jacobs,
ahead.
I wish, I win. I'm not sure if you knew this fighter, but he suffered a back injury and it fucked up his whole career. But Dmitry Pirog
Hmm. Yeah.
is a name. When if I'm gonna keep it real, if he was still fighting, I
Hmm.
don't even know if we know Gennady like that. I don't even know if Canelo is Canelo at that point
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
that motherfucker was different. Like he's the reason Danny Jacobs got a knockout in his loss column.
Yeah. He stopped him.
Knocked him out.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like I just man like that, and that's why like when when you get Caleb like you get Caleb Plant like that's when I'm like I look at not to switch fighters but I look at that and be like you know what yeah you guys didn't have to run into that guy but this guy y'all overlooking this motherfucker that y'all just swear is just so easy to beat but he hasn't been beat yet yeah like y'all finna get a rude awakening.
I hope so, bro. Because guess what? You know what? This is the thing too. This is the thing. If one of those losses happens, it shakes up the boxing world. You know what I mean? It like turns the boxing world upside down. You know, it leads to more fights being able to be made. You know, because guess what? people are not holding their breath to win the Canelo lottery at that point. They're like, oh, oh, he got beat already. So, although he'll still be a draw, but it'll be like, oh, he got beat. We want to fight guys for belts and stuff like that. So it would be a good thing for boxing because it would open up. I would say it would damn near open up two divisions,
Yeah.
because you wouldn't have people waiting around at light heavyweight for a Canelo fight. And you wouldn't have people waiting around at super middleweight for a Canelo fight,
Mm-hmm.
And that's what boxing needs. That's what we need.
We do. We boxing needs undisputed fights. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We need unifications. We need we need Super Six series again. Like you get what I'm like. We need
Mm-hmm.
that. Like we need that type of shit.
And we need dudes who are gonna say, well, I do want to fight the top guy right now, but since you have a belt, I'll fight you.
I'll fight you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want. Like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
come on, let's get it back to that, to where it almost seemed like niggas is walking in somewhere like, hey, who the best in here? Oh, he the best,
Mm-hmm.
but he finna fight him. Okay, well, who the
Yeah.
next best? Oh, well, that's them. All right, who he fight? Nobody. All right, well, I want that.
Exactly.
Like, but it's not none of that.
It's not none of that's happening. Everybody's holding their breath for that damn Canelo fight. And it's sad. It's very sad. Now, granted, I think this is a good fight. And I actually got Marcus Brown winning this fight.
Yeah, a lot of
Although
motherfuckers don't see it.
Arthur Beterbiev do got Mack truck power, but Marcus Brown has everything else,
Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to be a good fight. At least we're getting a Marcus Brown fight with Arthur Beterbiev.
Mm-hmm.
But we should have been had a Bibble Arthur Beterbiev fight. That should have been happened, but of course Canelo was like putting, like, how you have bait on a little fishing rod, and then you're waiting for people to bite the bait. That's what Canelo was doing with them, selling them wolf tickets, talking about, okay, we can fight. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's gonna be a good fight though. That Marcus Brown Arthur Beterbiev. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would not
looking
be
forward to
surprised.
that fight.
What you think? Because I seen somebody say if Marcus Brown wins, that he could see Canelo going up challenging for that belt. Do you think Canelo could beat Marcus Brown?
No, I think Marcus Brown will whoop Canelo's ass.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
I think Canelo will whoop Marcus Brown's ass because
You think? Wait,
here's
so you
what's
think
gonna
Canelo
happen.
would win or Marcus Brown?
No, I think Marcus Brown will whoop Canelo's ass.
Canelo, yeah, that's what I think. He's a slick fight. He's slick.
Not only that, it's just that nigga's bigger, faster,
stronger.
You saw what he did to Bottle Jack, and that didn't happen from a headbutt.
Yeah, like for real.
That thing was like a fetus speaking.
Yeah, and that was from a hit.
Exactly. So, with that being said, Marcus Brown will whoop Canelo's ass. And I would love to see it too.
Yeah, me too.
I would love to see it too. Because the thing is, Marcus Brown, the thing is, this is the difference. Although they're both from New York. Danny Jacobs winning a fight lightweight, respecting Canelo too much.
Too much. Too
Marcus
much.
Brown's not going to do that. It's going to be like, I know this little short ass nigga is not trying to take my shit. That's how
Did
he's
he
going
fight
to
him
be.
after?
Huh?
Was that after Jacobs fought Canelo? I mean Triple G.
Um, nah, nah, it's just that like Marcus Brown, his mentality is more different from what you would call it from
Jacobs, yeah. He gonna
Jacob,
look at
you
like
know.
this little nigga got me fucked up. What do he think he sees in me that he could just come try to get my shit?
Exactly. You
I'm gonna keep
know.
it real. I could see that being I could see that being the beginning of the downfall of Canelo. You know, he loses to Plant,
Hmm.
tries to go to 175, get the belt from Marcus Brown, loses to him. Now you forced to have to fight somebody you ain't been wanting to fight.
Exactly.
But it's crazy
Exactly.
because the winner of that Canelo and Caleb fight is seeming like they're gonna be um in line, or the winner of the Jose Uzcategui and Benavidez fight is gonna be the mandatory for the IBF. So
But to be
that's
honest, bro,
interesting.
not even to cut you off, but to be honest, bro, like I personally think that that title eliminators. I personally think all title eliminators are just regular fights. That they're not title eliminators because there have been so many title eliminators, and these title eliminators are not being honored. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
so I just really feel that they're regular fights. For example, Lubin, he fought two title eliminators already.
Hmm.
Hasn't gotten a shot.
Yeah, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like they're not holding the body, the sanction bodies ain't holding people accountable.
Right.
Like they not forcing their hand. Like they're not. Don't say it's this like the you had this mandatory and then or this is a what's the a title eliminator and then this
Mhm.
person is in line for a shot but y'all grant another fight. Like don't do that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like don't do that. Don't
Yeah,
stop
that's
giving
what
these
I'm
fighters
saying.
ways out, escape
That's what
routes,
I'm
because that's
saying. I
all it
think
is.
they
Like
do it on
y'all giving
purpose.
fighters escape routes.
Yeah, they do it on purpose. And then it's like, okay, you call these things title eliminators, but okay, why do you have to fight two title eliminators?
Yeah, like what the fuck is that? Like isn't the title eliminator the game to eliminate the one who's not gonna fight for the title?
Exactly. Exactly. And
Like,
so
come
that's
on now.
what's and then now that's why I want to ask you, what do you think about I call him Janelle Charlo. What do you think about Janelle
Oh my
Charlo?
god, bro. His
What do you
little
think about
comment
his comments? Yeah, what do you think
with
about his tweets? Because he just came out of nowhere and started tweeting that crap.
I seen him get at Champ side talking about I'm not sure if you follow Champ side, but
Yeah, I do. I do. I asked for Champ side. Shout out to
yeah,
him.
yeah, me too. Shout out to Champ side for sure, for sure. Um
Yeah.
I I seen like man, I ain't gonna lie, and I don't usually even comment on I don't usually really at too many celebrities like that and like not for negative shit. But
Mhm.
when I seen him, his calm, like I had to comment like, bro, you got to stop being so sensitive, bro.
Mhm.
Like you're overly sensitive. Like why does
Yeah, he
everything
is.
affect you so much? Like why does everything bother you so much?
He is. He is overly sensitive, man. Because I remember that one time, he was like, he showed, what you would call it? He showed, he started showing guns on Instagram Live. I'm like, what is this guy doing, bro?
Yeah, cause like that's not like what are you doing? Like what are you doing?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Like what are you doing? Like what are you trying to do? Like
And then he's like, skills pay the bills. And it's one thing to say, like, oh, okay, the skillful fighter won that night. It's one thing to say that, okay, yeah, skillful fighter won that night. It's another thing to say though, crying your car broke community. Did you really have to say that?
no.
Exactly. I wonder who he's fighting next. But because I don't think he wants to fight Castano.
Hell no, he ain't fighting Castano again. Castano can forget that shit.
Yeah, that fight's out the window. I think they're not fighting again because he was whooping Charlo's ass. That's the thing. And he talks about skills pay the bills. Nigga, you were getting your ass whooped by Castano.
Man, look, man, Castano didn't there drops you. If we being real,
I
bro,
remember
Castano
that
didn't there
too.
drops you in the
I remember
ropes,
that.
nigga. You went through the ropes almost, nigga. Like, come
Yeah,
on, bro.
I remember that. I remember that. So chances are what he's gonna do is he's probably gonna have a mandatory. Castano wants to be undisputed, but I don't think they'll give him the rematch.
They're not giving him that rematch.
Yeah, so he may need to move on, unfortunately. You know.
I don't. Man, that's crazy. Like, I don't. Charlo been disappointing me like lately. Not only with his performances, but just his way he's been acting. It's like, bro, come on, dude. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Well, I think what it is just all the money gets to his head, the jewelry and the cars and technically, him having these things, and his brother to another extent that it just like pretty much gasses them up, basically.
Exactly. That I mean, it ain't no question.
Kevin effect, Jamal, oh Jamal. Yeah, Jamal, he's trying to save his but you
That shit
know,
going eventually.
I mean, it could have been gone already, but he's scared to death of Demetrius Andrade. You know, him and his trainer are afraid of Demetrius Andrade, and you have
Hell
all
yeah.
these people, and you have all these people from Texas talking about that his trainer said Demetrius Andrade is easy work and all this other stuff. Well, apparently he's not too much easy work because you guys don't want to unify. And here's the thing: when you have more than one belt, you make more money. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
Y'all scared. Y'all don't believe y'all can beat that.
Exactly.
Y'all not confident.
Exactly. That's another thing that Jamal Charlo is doing is capping talking about I'll move I was given permission to move to 168 to F Benavidez up. Well, apparently you don't feel that way.
Yeah, because you ain't fighting him. Benavidez a beat Charlo ass. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm convinced.
Well,
He bigger.
also, well, believe it or not, and people are gonna think I sound stupid by saying this, but David Morrell will whoop Charlo's ass. That nigga would beat him pillar to
Oh
post.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
He would beat him pillar to post. You know,
Morel is nice. I
that's
still
what I'm saying.
I honestly think him and Caleb Plant will be a good ass fight.
Well, you know what though? I think that I mean, people don't want to hear this, but he's more shit. Because here's the thing: like in Cuba, he's seen Caleb Plant style. Maybe minus
Yeah,
the
but see,
Philly
that's the
shell.
thing. It and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, have you seen like this ain't now this ain't amateurs. It's not the amateurs. You get what I'm saying? So like you're gonna really have to show you better than me for 12 rounds, for a majority of it. With a slick motherfucker like Caleb, I don't know. Like, is it gonna be easy for him to show like I'm better than you for 12 rounds with a style like that? That's
Well,
what.
the thing is, with David Morrell though, he would be trying to get that nigga out of there. That's the whole thing. He'd
But
be like,
see,
man,
doing that
I'm getting.
is that gonna leave him open to counter shots?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You got a good point. But the problem is nobody's trying to see him already. Man, let me try to pull. Hold on, I'm gonna try to pull up. Um, um, let me pull up something that they said about it. Hold on. Let me pull something up. I'm gonna try to pull up an article, and
Go
then
ahead.
and this is what was said. Hold on. Well, unfortunately, with David Monreal, I'm sorry to say it, but he has the Jerron Ennis syndrome because
Yeah, he's Negro League.
yeah, he's a Negro League boxer because at the end of the day, Canelo, it, they asked, believe it or not, some Spanish reporters even asked Eddie Reynoso and Canelo, hey, what about a David Morrell fight down the line? They just brushed it off. They didn't say anything.
They just ignored the
So
motherfucker like he was non-existent.
yeah, yeah. So he was non-existent, and then also Edgar Berlanga didn't say anything about this guy.
Yep.
And they're at the same weight class, and that fight could happen. But Edgar Berlanga decided, oh well, he rather mention people like Canelo, mention people like yeah, he rather mention those guys, you know. Um, so as far as Marcus Brown, if he looks impressive against Turbiev, then I don't think Canelo will fight him anyway. I really don't. Let's say Marcus Brown goes in there, boxes circles around Turbiev. Do you really
Say
think
that
he's
one more
going to
time.
fight? Let's say, hypothetically speaking, let's say let's take a scenario. Marcus Brown goes in that thing, boxes circles around Turbiev.
Canelo not gonna go fight him.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
He gonna try to fight Bitter a bit.
Well, I mean, at that point, it's like Berturbiev won't have a belt at that time, so it wouldn't be any point in fighting him then, because let's be honest, Canelo just likes to fight for belts, or he likes to fight. It, he likes to ask for mandatories that we never heard of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he likes to do. You know, when he fought against Yeardrum or whatever. Um, His ring entrance was longer than the fight, you know. Yeah, it's just like ridiculous, you know. Yeah, Charlo, as far as the big Charlo is concerned, um as far as I'm concerned, he's just babysitting his belt right now, you know. I don't know
Mm,
who he's I don't
I
know
don't.
who
Yeah, he
I don't know who
he
he's gonna
holding on to that
fight.
motherfucker like his last $100.
Yeah, he's just babysitting the belt at this point. I mean, the only fight that I can see him taking right now is Chris Eubanks Jr. But I don't know if Chris Eubanks Jr. is going to campaign at 160 or 168. That's the thing. So I don't
Eubanks,
know what.
I gotta see that motherfucker fight because like he's the only fighter I know that I haven't seen fight.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Like
well,
you know
you're
how
not
you know
missing.
fighters and then you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, but you've never
you're not
seen them.
missing much though. You're not missing much with Eubanks.
You know what I'm
With
saying?
Eubanks Jr., you're not missing much. You know, you're not really missing much with that guy. You know, not really missing a lot of anything with Eubanks Jr. Trying to think of some other fights coming on or some other boxing news that came out um today or the other day. Because at this point, I mean, like all the champions, they can. I mean, they're not doing anything right now. Like Charlo, you don't hear about them having fights coming up. Um, the one card that I'm looking forward to is that Delorme Ennis card because you have another Negro League fighter on that card. You have that Dominican guy, Michel Rivera, who's on that card.
Yeah, who is he fighting?
I don't know who he's fighting,
Machado? Is
but
he fighting Machado?
he's not fighting Machado. That would be a good fight, though. That would be a hell of a fight.
Man, he might. They say he might fight Bronner. I seen some talks about Bronner possibly.
So if he what Machado fighting Broner
Yeah, he no not Machado. Rivera.
because what I think it would be easy for Rivera to move up to 147 because he's a big 135 pounder. That's the thing. He's a pretty big 135 pounder. So I think he could probably campaign at 147, you know.
Yeah. What weight class you think he caps off at? Like what's the highest you think we see him?
And probably I mean I would think 147, but maybe I mean if he feels up to it, he may feel that he can go to 154. I mean that's how I feel.
Think
That's
so?
how yeah, I think so. I think maybe he'd be able to campaign at 140 at 154 without being a blown up 154, you know. Now,
Okay.
what do you think? What do you think about the Tiafimo Cambosis
He
saga?
better knock his ass out. Honestly, man, they could simulate that fucking fight for all I care.
You know what? I don't even know if the at this time I don't even know if the fight happens anymore
You don't think so?
because yeah, because Tiafimo talking about he want to fight Josh Taylor at a catchweight for all the belts.
Yeah, but see, that's bullshit. If I'm Josh Taylor, I'm gonna tell you straight the fuck up. Look, go fight Devin Haney.
Well, shit, we know about that. We
He
know
not gonna do
about
that.
that.
He not gonna do that. He not gonna do that. But
And that
I'm
fight
not
is
me.
easy to
If
make.
I'm Josh Taylor, I'm not.
Hmm.
I'm gonna keep it real. Tiafimo,
Hmm.
if he put it this way, do you think Tiafimo beats Jose Ramirez?
Probably so.
Okay, but now how does he beat him? Does he beat him off knockout or just outboxing him?
Probably outboxing him and timing him, because that's how Josh Taylor won. He timed Jose Ramirez. Because let's face it,
Now, do you think? Do you, not to cut you off? Do you think T.O. can outbox Taylor?
hell no. Josh Taylor would. The thing is, Josh Taylor is he's more skilled than Ramirez, and we saw that in the fight. So he would definitely not outbox no Josh Taylor.
I don't honestly. I don't think that.
To be
I don't
honest,
think.
bro, like people, not to cut you off, but I'm gonna say this and let you cook. People think Tiafimo, like you have some people like himself, mostly like tooting his own horn, but
And his
Tiafimo is
punk ass
nothing
dad.
special. Yeah, Tiafimo is nothing special, bro.
He's not.
Tiafimo,
He's just a power puncher.
yeah, he's nothing special.
Like we
Tiafimo
being
is
honest, he's
nothing.
just a power puncher.
Yeah,
Like if we being all the way 100, he's just a power puncher.
yeah,
That's all he is, bro. He's a power puncher.
yeah. He's not special, bro.
He's a power puncher, and if he's bigger than you,
Hmm.
then he could show he can he can display his boxing ability over you. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Because
right.
let's get this clear. If Lomachenko's the same size as Tio, he's getting smoked. Tio is.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
size, you gotta think like as a smaller fighter,
Hmm.
when you going in there with somebody who's known for their knockout power, okay,
Hmm.
he's known for his knockout power. He's naturally bigger than me. Like
Right,
like if you Loma, you thinking like shit. I don't got no plans of ever hitting 147. Shit, I don't got no
right,
plans of going to 140.
right.
Tio is shit.
Technically,
You look at
Lomachenko is a
Tio and
blown
you
up
could be like,
135. Like technically,
really?
Lomachenko is a blown up 135. If we want to get technical,
Arguably 130.
yeah,
A blown up 130.
yeah,
Like if we want to if like you said if you want to get technical shit, you could say he's a blown up 130.
true,
And
true.
now when you got a filled out one 135, like come on, bro, like it's you naturally the smaller man.
Hmm.
So and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
that's
I don't know.
true. Yeah, Tiafimo, man, he's a diva too. There was an article. Yeah, I'll never make fun of anybody's like pain, personal pain, or anything like that. But they were saying that Tiafimo was saying that he was contemplating suicide. You know, so he had the Ryan Garcia syndrome. You know, yeah, I don't know what it is with these fighters, man. Some of them don't have the fortitude. You know.
Yeah, not for real.
Yeah. So that's what happened with him. He talked about that he was gonna commit suicide or thinking about committing suicide. That's what he said. You know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not never a good thing.
Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't know, man. We do got some good fights coming up, thankfully. It's just unfortunate that some of these guys become the odd man out in some certain in these fights. Some of the guys who we like know to have the skill and stuff like that, they become the odd man out.
Yeah, no, I
Yep.
feel you.
Yep. Yeah. Trying to think who else is I guess this one guy, Montana something. Montana, I forgot his
Montana
name.
Love,
Yeah.
Montana
Yeah,
Love.
Montana Love. Yeah, he signed to Matchroom now.
That's good. That's good for him because he should be getting that. He should be getting a lot more fights, and he's solid too.
He's at 140.
I think he's at one. I think he might be at 140. I think he is at 140.
Oh, I
Let,
think he,
let me double check. I think
yeah,
he had one.
yeah.
Let me see. He is at super lightweight. So what's that?
Super lightweight is 140.
140. Yeah. So he 140. He
Super
actually
light.
sparred Tank too.
Well,
He
the
sparred Tank and oh, go ahead.
crazy thing is he's afraid of Richardson Hitchens
He's afraid
prospect.
of Richardson Hitchens. He's afraid of
Yeah.
him.
Hell yeah. They could have made that fight. They could have made that fight easily, but he danced around the fight. And it's
Styles
like,
make fights. Richard Hitchinson ain't weak at all.
nah, he needs more fights though. That's the problem. He needs to get more fights, man. He needs to fight. He needs to be fighting 3 times a year, truthfully speaking. He needs to be fighting 3 times a year, at most 2 times a year. But he's not getting the fights. He's not getting the dates. I don't know why. You know,
Nah, for
'cause
real. I think that's when you got to start. I think that's
maybe
when maybe even shit, even if you got to start moving up and down just to like, okay,
get
fuck,
fight.
who
Yeah,
get
just stay
fights, like
busy.
put names on my
Yeah,
resume, like fuck it.
stay busy, stay
Yeah,
busy.
like shit. Even okay, I fight at 130, but I could go fight at 140, and I could go fight this nigga who I know I could beat. I could beat him.
Mhm.
Man, we finna go do it.
Right. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like maybe staying active means you may have to leave Mayweather Promotions because, like, at this point, I mean, I think Mayweather Promotions they already got their golden goose and Tank, and I don't know if they're focused on any other fighters. You know, that's the thing. I don't know if they're focused in bringing any other fighters up because of the success of Gervonta Davis. You know,
Yeah,
so it's like the fighters on Mayweather Promotions take a seat on the bench when they should be up to bat. You know, so that's how I
yeah,
feel about that situation. You know,
yeah. I think we got to start getting back into that forcing people to fight stage. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to start having Super Six tournaments and shit again, because
hmm
otherwise, it's boxing gonna die.
true, true, bro, so true. It's gonna die
It's gonna
if we
die.
keep if it keeps up like this way. Now I don't know. You know, I don't know, man, for real. Especially with these sanctioning bodies doing shady things and everything like that. You know, personally,
Hmm.
I feel that Devin Haney should sue the WBC. Personally speaking,
You think he should?
hell yeah, because it's like these dudes fought to be mandatories or whatever the case may be, but now you're like letting them not fight him, and you're letting them get away with like fighting each other again to for something that they fought in the first place. They fought to be mandatories, like when Jojo Diaz fought Javier Fortuna, and then you had Ryan Garcia fight Luke Campbell. They fought to be mandatories to Devin Haney, yet you know it was they were scheduled to fight each other. So yeah, hell yeah, he should sue them.
Yeah, for sure he should.
Mm-hmm. He
Nah,
should
I feel
sue
that.
the he should sue the WBC. You know, because Mauricio Suleiman is not doing any favors to the boxing world, to be honest, because he kisses Canelo's butt so much. You know,
Nah,
that's
that is,
what.
yeah, that shit. That might as well WBC. World Boxing Canelo. We box.
Fact,
we,
fact.
we
World Boxing
we
Canelo, fact.
belong to Canelo.
No, World Boxing Canelo is absolute facts.
World Boxing Canelo. That's
Mm-hmm.
WBC.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Um, I'm trying to think of any other fights coming up. Now that you think
Um,
about it, after this, I'm gonna watch some Marcus Brown fights. I want to see. I haven't seen him fight in a while. He's coming off a hell of a long layoff because it's crazy that that dude Jean Pascal beat him.
that's
You remember
crazy.
that?
Yeah, I do, and that was crazy as fuck. Like, how did you beat him?
Yeah, I'm thinking steroids because he got caught with he got caught on a lot of shit. He got caught on a lot of shit. Jean Pascal did. I don't know how long they suspended him, but they suspended him because he was juiced to the gills. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, trying to think any other fights happening right now.
You got the Shakur, you got Porter, Danny
Mhm.
Garcia. Not Danny, Mikey Garcia fight tomorrow. Um,
Yeah, what do you think of Mikey Garcia, man? Do you
I
think
fuck
he
with Mikey
still has
Garcia. I just feel
passion?
like he been shit. This is his first fight since Spence.
Nah, I think he had a fight before.
Did he?
I think so.
Let me check. Now I gotta check. Now I gotta check.
Yeah, I think he had a fight before. This
Let me
isn't
make sure.
yeah, go ahead and check it out.
Let me see. Excuse me.
Hmm.
Let me see. Let's see. No, he fought Jesse Vargas in 2020.
Okay.
Won by unanimous, and then he fights tomorrow against Sander
Hmm.
Martin.
Hmm.
Sander.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. That Earl Spence fight took the life out of that fool.
Say that.
Even if
Which
Earl
one? Which
Spence,
one?
the fight where Earl Spence took the life out of Mikey
Oh
Garcia,
yeah, for sure, for sure.
even if even if Earl Spence was going, I would say he was kind of going easy on him because he was outboxing him. He
Yeah.
outboxed him the whole fight.
Mm-hmm.
He outboxed him the whole fight. He didn't fight. Earl Spence didn't fight Mikey Garcia how he fought Danny Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
He outboxed him the fight. Danny Garcia, he was just whooping his ass, basically. And this is an Earl Spence coming out. I F with Earl Spence. It's just the discipline is like what gets me. That nigga be doing too much sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You the lack of discipline. But during that fight, He was whooping Danny Garcia's ass. Danny Garcia hasn't even been back yet.
No, he hasn't. Is he going to 154?
Well, there were talks of it. There were talks of him going to 154. I mean, if he goes to 154, him and Erickson Lubin will be a good fight.
It would.
Yep.
Lubin will beat his ass.
Yeah, Lubin will whoop that nigga's ass. Seriously. Lubin will beat him up. Hell. Well, he just came off a loss, so. But I think a Jason Rosario fight would be entertaining too. You know, Danny Garcia, Jason Rosario. What do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Which one?
Danny Garcia versus Jason Rosario.
I think Danny possibly could win that just off Rosario. Just off of him feeling like I'm the bigger name than Rosario. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm not, and in reality, I'm not supposed to win this fight. But Rosario don't know that he's not supposed to lose this fight, so I can go steal it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if you get the same Rosario that went and fought against J-Rock, it's over.
Hell yeah.
It's over.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's true. He left some FU on J-Rock. Speaking of which, J-Rock lost his fight against that Vladimir guy. That's another fight that Danny Garcia could do too, is fight the Vladimir guy who just beat J-Rock. They just said J-Rock was more. They just said, yeah, he did. Split decision. They just said that he was more he had more activity than they said he had more activity than J-Rock. That's why they feel that he was given the decision. Is he had more activities. Stephen Felton, I forgot about that because the Figueroa dude, he got the coronavirus, but that's going to be a good fight. I think Stephen Felton's going to watch that dude because all Figueroa knows how to do is fight on the inside. He doesn't know how to box. So Felton's going to light that fool up, basically.
Yeah.
Felton Figueroa. Yeah, that's it. And the thing is that like Felton comes from that Philly gym where Boots is coming from. Like the crazy, and this is the crazy thing about boxing. Your best trainers are not your most popular trainers. Like you have Boosie Ennis, Gerard Ennis's father. He's a trainer, not talked about enough, but one of the best trainers in boxing. You have Kevin Cunningham, another good trainer.
Good trainer.
You have Ishmael Salas, another good trainer. But people just want to talk.
Mustafa, is Coach Mustafa, is he a trainer or is he just like a coach type?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
That's a good, you know what I'm saying? That's a good question. Like, because I don't know if he's a trainer or if he's like just a coach.
Yeah. Yeah. You have, who else is a good trainer? You have but they don't really talk about him.
Damn, Earl Spence trainer.
Yeah, Derek James.
Ronnie Shields is solid.
Yeah.
You got I wanna say Reynoso, but you know
Now, Reynoso.
That dude how that go.
Yeah, that dude is just a yes man who holds the pass for that fool.
Yeah, bro. Because it's just like it's like you got so many fighters that test positive. It's like I
Yep,
can't. Even if these motherfuckers is testing positive before they come to you, it's like you don't got no fucking better judgment. Like
exactly.
you don't know how to like. Hey, okay, well before you come train with me, nigga, you got to test. Like I need you to
Yeah,
test so I could see
yeah,
what the fuck you been doing before you
yeah.
got here.
And the funny thing, that was funny. Canelo, when they had the press conference, and then, um, Caleb Plant mentioned the drug cheating, and then Canelo, don't make excuses.
Nah, nigga, I ain't making no excuses. I'm just pointing out facts.
Yeah, he's like, don't make excuses. You know, it's like, how is that an excuse when you got caught?
It's like the facts.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's funny. It's hilarious, really. Um, who else is I'm trying to think like who else is a good trainer, but they don't mention him, you know.
Um,
I would
I
say
think
Andre
Virgil Hunter.
Rozier. Yeah, Virgil Hunter, he's good. Andre Rozier, he's good too. And that's I think another fight that's pretty much official.
Which one?
They got Richard Commey and Vasily Lomachenko. I'm not really looking forward to that fight.
Which one?
Uh,
Which one is that again?
they got Richard Commey
Oh,
and
versus
Vasily
Loma.
Lomachenko.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not in. He Loma finna.
The only chance that Richard Commey will have is if he
If he
hits him with
hit
some
him,
big shit. Yeah, if he hits him with some
he
big,
gotta touch him.
yeah, he got to hit him with some big shit. Now, if he hits him with some big shit, then I give him a chance. I give him a shot.
But what if he doesn't?
Yeah, then he's getting boxed out. Period.
His ass is out of there, right?
Not stopped, but he'll probably get boxed out.
Oh yeah, not knocked out, not stopped.
Yeah, he'll get boxed out
I don't
though.
think I don't think he'd get stopped, but damn, like
Yeah,
who the fuck wanna who the fuck wanna just go in there and get just punched on for fucking 12 rounds? Like
yeah, 12 rounds for
and
50 minutes.
honestly, I think that's why I'm gonna keep it real. Like
That's
doing
why.
like boxing for a little bit, like you know what I'm saying? Like now I could honestly say I feel like it'd be different if I had been boxing my whole life, but I literally
Yeah,
start like I've watched it my whole life, but I just start actually doing
yeah,
it this year. Like I can
right.
honestly say boxing my whole life, I'll probably be like, look, if if you're not hurting me, but you just beat my ass, I ain't gonna lie, I'll stay in here and get my ass whooped for 12 rounds before I quit. You feel me?
Yeah,
But me being me, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say like, do you want to continue? No, I don't want to. I'm not gonna say that. But if it's a point where it's like, all right, I know if I just take these punches that ain't hurting and the ref gonna stop it, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting the fuck out of here because this nigga, I can't do nothing to him, bro. Like it ain't even about like if this was a street fight, oh nigga, I fuck him up because I could do
yeah,
more
exactly,
shit. But as far as
exactly.
inside the rules, oh, I don't have nothing for this nigga, bro.
Yeah,
And I'm not
yeah,
too prideful to admit that. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like I'm out of here. Like this shit is done. Like I'm
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah,
Like I'm
yeah,
finna
yeah,
sit here. I'm finna sit here and let
yeah.
this nigga hit me with 6 of these weak ass feather fist punches, and I'm just finna the ref gonna stop it. Like all right for sure. Like you know what I'm saying. But then I say that, and it's like the pride in me would be like, nah, bro. I'm just finna.
Hell
I
no.
know he can't knock me out. Well, I'm just gonna go out here and swing dumb shit. Like nigga, I'm finna just swing dumb. Like, and if he clipped me, he clipped me. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So, yeah, I said all of that to say I would not do that. I would most definitely just go out there and get my ass beat for 12 rounds and just go out on my shield. Like, nigga, at least I made it through the fight. I don't got
Yeah,
no
that's it.
knockouts in my record. Like fuck it. Like yeah, he beat me, but he beat me by beating me. Like nigga had to beat me for 12 rounds. Like he didn't
And you know, unfortunately, that's what they don't want to see with Andre because Andre would just beat Canelo for 12
for
rounds.
12
You know,
rounds.
yeah, he would just like beat him completely for 12 rounds. Eddie Reynoso won't be able to train for him either. You know,
And that's why I just feel like we gotta we gotta stop giving Canelo like just the fans, like the CDE community. They have
yeah,
to stop being so blind to the fact, like, look, this guy is human. He has flaws.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true, true. But they don't want to do that for some reason. They don't want to look at the fact that this dude can become like vulnerable. You know, that's the problem. But shit, man, we've been on here for 2 hours.
Yeah. This shit's starting to be, you know what I'm saying? Like this, we gotta start making this a thing, man. Every Friday I'm thinking.
Yeah, we can do it on Friday. We can do it every Friday. Every Friday, I'll make sure to have it set up, and so we
It's
can do it
good.
on
We
every
we could we
Friday.
could we could do it. I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm with that for sure, for sure. Cause this
yeah,
shit don't even this shit just feel like I'm talking to myself. Like, you know, like how I be talking to myself about boxing. It's just I got somebody talking back now. So I'm fucking
yeah,
with it. I fuck
yeah,
with it for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, man. That's what. You know what? Let's like try to make that a thing. We can try to do. I'm gonna do my best to be more consistent. You know, on Friday. I'm gonna do
Okay, for
myself.
sure.
I'm I'm gonna do my best to be more consistent on Friday, and then hopefully, you know, I'm gonna like get some of these guest fighters on the show too. Some of these up and comers to get on here too, you know, and or even get their trainers on here too, and then
For sure.
that'll be another layer to it. Yep,
For sure.
and then
I'm down.
also
Just keep me posted.
and then also what you can do too is if you decide that you want to like do something on your channel, then I can just go over to your channel too. You know, I
For
can
sure,
just
for
like
sure. So
yeah,
whenever
and we
whenever
can
we go
and
ahead.
even like we can even segue into different things too, because even I want to segue just real quick. That nigga Giannis is getting a jumper like a mug.
Bruh, boy, this motherfucker had. I'm not gonna lie, bro. The more and more I see this nigga shooting, I be like, hey, like what happens if you can't play off of him, but you can't like play up on him? Like this nigga could very well control the whole fucking game.
Yeah,
Like
that nigga
literally.
shooting jumpers.
Like, bro, and he hitting not he not hitting just jumpers. He hitting fadeaways, mid range, off 1 foot, 3 point. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
hey, nigga, chill out, chill.
That's what
The
I'm
hell is you over
saying.
there doing?
That's what I'm saying.
This motherfucker is wilding.
Who else? I mean, James Harden is back to James Harden, but that nigga's flopping still too much.
I just want that rule to be really enforced this year.
That nigga James Harden flopped so much. He tried to get a foul too by flopping.
Yeah,
Yep, yep. But yeah, man, I'm what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back on here on Friday, hopefully.
yeah, for sure. It's
Yep,
good. Just
man.
let me know.
All right, for sure. Thanks for even like tapping in with me. You know what I mean?
No, bro, you know it's all love, bro. I show love when love's shown, even when it ain't shown. I still show it. You feel me? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
definitely.
You know, I feel the energy, so it's nothing,
Yeah,
bro. You
definitely.
know, whenever you want to get one in, it's good. Just let me know.
Okay,
Every
cool.
Friday, we could do every Friday. Just let me know. I'm
Yeah,
up for whatever.
I'm gonna try to make it consistent. I'm gonna try to do it every Friday.
it's good. Just let me know. Like shit, just keep me in the loop, and we go from there.
All right, cool.
All right,
All right.
all right, fam.
All right. Take it easy, man.
Yep, you too, man.
All right.
All right.